guildies and non-guildies, it's Kaylee here, and we are going to make cupcakes that are guild themed in celebration of the Guild Season 6 coming out on the YouTube channel Geek and Sundry. Yay! So I went ahead and made my cupcakes, and because I didn't want to take the time to do that, on camera, basically, you just fill the cupcake little sheet thingy. Cupcake, I don't know what this is, this little cupcake holder thing. I filled it about 3/4 full, and I did 2 flavors. I did chocolate and vanilla. So you're going to need 16 cupcakes. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to spell out the guild, and then we'll have 8 down here, 6 to represent our members, and then 2 to represent the crest. And then I had a lot of extra cake actually, since I used 2 different boxes. So since I had extra cake, I decided to make a small cake right here, and I'm going to turn this one into a keyboard. So what you will need to do is you will need to decorate and icing your cake and your cupcake so that they look like this. Ta-da! Alright. So here I have, hopefully you can see them all right. I just want to make sure they don't slide, 8 black cupcakes, and then my big cake in the middle, I did white. Then I have a light blue, gray, 1 green, 1 dark blue, 1 red, another light blue, a white, and a yellow. So to get these colors, what I did is, for the black and the gray, I actually used the white frosting. And first I did my white, and then I just dyed it black. Well, I did like 1 time, and then it was gray, and then my black. And then for my other colors, I kind of cheated, and I used the already colored stuff in a can and just kind of sprayed that on, and then used my knife to smooth it out. So now it's time to decorate. First thing I want to do are my shields. So let me show you how I did that. Alright, so for my shield, I'm going to need a yellow, what is this, Starburst. So actually you're going to need 8 of them. And how I've done this is I have kind of used my foil and made a shape that I want my shield to be in. And then I'm going to take some wax paper. I'm going to put my starburst in the middle and cover it up with this wax paper. Being careful not to knock all my cupcakes over. I'm going to take my rolling pin and I'm going to start to smash it. I kind of have to use my weight for it. You'll have to probably use your weight for it too, just because it makes it easier for smashing and rolling it out, because it's kind of tough. To be honest, this is kind of a pain in the rear making. I think if there was like yellow airhead or something, I don't know if there is a yellow airhead, but if there is, that'd be a lot easier. Or maybe like those yellow banana thingies, but I think those are hard too. Alright, so I'm going to kind of measure and see if I've got enough room, and I do have just enough room. Okay, so put my pan up, take this off and peel it. So as you can see, if you can see, it's now flattened, and I am going to place my shield on here like that, and then I will take my knife and cut it out. Okay, almost done there. Now I just have to peel away my foil, and I have my shield. So I'll kind of use my fingers to, lightly smooth out. It changes really easily when you like smooth it or like rub your fingers against it, so it shouldn't be too hard to smooth out the edges. So I've got all my shields done. I'll bring them over here. And now I will just place them on my cupcakes. Alright, so now I have all the shields on. And I will write the guild on them a little later. To be honest with you, I ordered these little writing pens that you can do for food. It's like sugar. But I thought they would be in by now, and they're not. They're taking a lot longer to get here. And since I really wanted to do this today, I decided that I'll probably go a different route. So I have some leftover black frosting, so I can try it maybe with frosting. But in that way I can get kind of like the cursive writing to it, but I'm gonna have to make sure I can do that. If I can't, last resort, I'll just kind of do like use this black licorice. It's actually not licorice, it's like cherry flavored black candy string to write the guild. So we'll see which works best, but I'll worry about that later. Right now though, I want to finish the rest of my cakes. So I'm going to start with this yellow. And this yellow is going to be the shield. And on the shield there is a smiley face. And there is the smiley face. Alright, so next up we have Tink. And for Tink, I have made in advance. I've tried to make all my stuff in advance as far as like the weapons and all that stuff that we're going to use. And hers I'm going to kind of have to assemble as I go. I made her a bow and arrow. So what I did is I took my fruit by the foot and, oops, there it is, this is the rubber, and I cut out the purple part because I couldn't find anything purple that I can mold. And then also, you know, I think if I do this again in the future, I'm going to use fondant. It will be a little bit easier. But anyways, I took this purple and I, you know, twisted it together and then turned it into a bow. So here's the bow. I don't know how well you can see that. So I'm going to see if this will even fit on my cupcake. Just so there is Tink's cupcake. I forgot to tell you guys this, but these are all themed based off of their weapons. Alright, now it's time for Clara. With Clara, I took this rock candy stick. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I smashed it up into my bowl here. And I'm going to carefully take her cupcake and moving stuff all over me. Going to lightly put it inside here, hoping that the rocks will stick. And this will be because she's got the blue crystal. Then I'm gonna maybe just kind of fill in the pieces here. So hers is gonna be this shiny, crystally cupcake. And once I'm done, I'll bring the camera closer so you guys can really see and know, you know, better what I did. Alright. These little rock candy things smell good. They smell sugary. Sugary. Alright, so there's Clara's. That was pretty simple. Alright, so now on to Codex. Now for hers, what I really wanted was a green gobstopper. But I could not find gobstoppers. I don't know if they've stopped making them or if I was just, you know, I think I've told you guys before, I live way out in nowhere. So the little convenience store we have Definitely doesn't have gobstoppers. And then I did to go into town. It's like 30 minutes, and so I didn't want to drive all the way into town. And because even they might not have gobstoppers, because it was hard finding. They didn't have the airheads, so I actually found the airheads at the little convenience store that doesn't have anything. So it's kind of, you know, a hit or miss. So I decided to use this green gumball. So it was the only thing I could find that was big enough and round and green. And I know it's not solid green like her little orb thing on her staff, but it's gonna have to do. So this one I'm just gonna kind of set right there. And then I've made kind of a rough looking, here, let me grab her cupcake here if I can. No, thank God. Alright, so this is a little staff thingies that go underneath, hopefully, and stick it down here for the continuation of her staff. There, that looks a little bit better. Alright, next. These are so, there's just not a whole lot of space for these. There we go. Now, Tazoo! It's his turn. With him I also used an airhead, except I used the white airheads. And let me see if I can get them. I molded it to try to make it look like the skull of the ram, and then I took some caramels and I twisted them and kind of spiraled them up to make them look like the ram's antlers. Horns. I think horns. Anyways, and then it's not very centered. There we go. And then we need a little bit for his eyes, like to make him look evil. So I have some leftover frosting, or actually, I might end up using this black stuff. That's what we got for Tazoo. Ah, more frosting in my fingers. I'm so bad. Okay, there we go. And next we have Vork, and for him I used a white airhead, and let's see here, is it all stuck together? Oh, it is. So for him I used this white airhead and yellow, again, starburst, and then a green airhead to make the little thingy. And for him, with any luck, I can just set that right there. Ta-da! Yeah, it's so my sword's not straight. That's okay. So that is what we have for work. Hang on, let me hold it up for you guys. There we go. There's Sparks. And lastly, for our characters, we have Blades. Now with him, I realized that his blades are black, but I don't have a black airhead or anything like that. And I guess I could cover him in black, but I decided just to go with what I have. And if I can get these off without them falling, I made for him these little cross blades. So I'll take his cupcake and I'll just try to put them like right there. And there's Blades. Again, just the white airhead, and I just cut it into the shape that I wanted. Lastly, we have the guild's flag. That's me. on the guild's flag. And I will show you how I'm going to do that and be right back. Just a second. Alright, so I had to make the flag real quick, so this is what I did. I took my red airhead and I very carefully wrote the Knights of Good. I don't know if you can read that or not. On top of the red airhead. I tried to shape it a little bit like a flag, but I just didn't have a whole lot of room to work with. But anyway, so there's my flag for the Knights of Good. And so we are almost done. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my black candy string here and try to create a keyboard, to make a keyboard. And then I've got to get my black icing. I'm going to put it in a little piping bag, and I'm going to try to write the guild on it. So I'll be right back, and hopefully we'll be done, and I'll show you how it all turned out. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll see you soon. Bye. Alright everyone, they are done. And whoa, they're sliding, so I won't pick that up too much. But I will bring this over, the camera over, so you can see more closely how they all turned out. My keyboard is like a, what's it called? A clip art keyboard? It's not very fancy for a keyboard. So just fair warning. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed these, and I hope you all enjoy the Guild Season 6 premiere October 2nd on Geek and Sundry. And enjoy it with your friends or your family or what have you. And I hope you guys, if you do make these cupcakes, I hope you enjoy them. So I'll see you all later. Bye.